My name is Jason. Yep. My battle tag is Seryu.
I'm Daniel Lee, Dan Lee for 3. I play Flex, UConn Tricky Turtles.
So how would you say the vibe is with your team so far, now that you know you're going to Seattle?
I don't know, I don't think it really hit yet, like, even after the game, we're like, oh, we won, cool, but, like, once we start getting on, like, the airport and start getting on that plane, I think it'll hit, and we'll start getting nervous again.
Since the beginning, our goal was Final Four, get the computers is what we really wanted, and have fun in Seattle. We practice a lot, so it's really great to see that our work paid off.
Have you guys been super confident since the beginning that you would be going to the Heroic 4?
Well, from the beginning, I already knew we kind of had, like, a foot, or, like, an advantage going in, right? So, once we found out, like, once we saw how the brackets were seeded, like, we were like, oh man, this might be probably the easiest bracket out of all 4 groups, and we're like, oh, we're probably gonna make top 4.
After we got top 64 and they revealed the bracket, we were like, wow, we can actually make it, because our bracket was probably the easiest. Like we didn't have Boston College, UTA, none of the strong teams, so we were pretty confident in getting top 4.
Were there any teams you guys were surprised with, performance-wise, even if you didn't play them?
Nothing too surprising, I would say. We thought that Cal Berkeley would be more aggressive in their games, but they played really passively. Might have been like them nervous on stream.
We expected Assumption, Kairos, to be in top 4 with us, and it was weird that they lost in round of 32.
What do you think about the recent changes to the game? All the crazy little reworks going on.
I have no clue what's going on right now. We haven't done a scrim yet with the team, and we're like, oh shoot, this week we haven't done much because everybody's trying to catch up on homework. Right. But I think starting next week, before the actual games happen, like Monday through Friday, we'll try getting scrims in and drafting practice and replay analysis and stuff like that.
We haven't tested it too much, to be honest. We were hoping that the games in Korea right now would be played on the patch, so we could see what all the pros think. But since they're not, we've mostly had to rely on like quick matches, Hero League. Gonna get some scrims in, obviously, but we're a bit, I wouldn't say nervous, but we don't really know what's gonna happen in the tournament.
What's been your favorite moment of the tournament so far?
Probably the last game that we played, because we picked kind of a not standard comp with Zeratul Medic, and we didn't really practice that either, but like they drafted so into our comp that there was no way that we were going to lose. Like, you could see from the game, even though we lost team fights, like, they couldn't do anything because our comp just had an advantage over them.
The first map against Cal Berkeley, getting a solo kill on the enemy myself, that felt pretty awesome.
Alright, what do you think is your team's X factor that gives you an edge in the Final Four here?
Our team fighting, our synergy is high up there because we've been playing before the tournament. Like, it's not like we all got together to play and here's the dorm, because we were all high level players. We're friends that kind of play different games together, so we have very good communication. I think our support player is one of the best, if not the best, right now. She's amazing, so yeah.
I think we're all pretty fast learners, I'd have to say. Like, everybody's learning at a really quick pace, and it's like we didn't start this team like through tryouts or whatever. We started as a group of friends. Like, before Heroes of the Dorm was announced, even last year, we were playing a little here and there, but then once it got announced, we were like, hey, want to just try doing this? So everything we do as a team is like through friends, so it's easier to tell people what to do because they won't feel like butthurt about it or take it harshly. Yeah, so I think that's something that's important in keeping us in the tournament.
Is it tough for you guys, and for you in particular, balancing school with Heroes, and how do you adapt around that?
So usually we do maybe 2-3 hours of games and scrims a day for like 5 days. Last week we kind of doubled that. We did like 4 or 5 hours every day of practice. But in terms of schoolwork, for myself, at the beginning of the semester, I was hoping for Heroes of the Dorm to happen. So I picked a lighter schedule. I'm taking mainly Gen Eds. So
Right.
that way I have more free time to play. And they did announce it, so my gamble paid off.
I actually built my schedule kind of knowing that Heroes of the Dorm was going to happen this semester, so I have a pretty easy semester, but my next semester is going to be like full of work because I kind of made this one easy. Yeah.
I've got a little rapid fire segment for you, like 10 questions, just say whatever comes to mind. Favorite hero?
Zeratul.
Brightwing.
Least favorite hero?
Muradin.
Oh, this one's hard. There's too many. Probably everybody else.
Favorite pro team?
Pro team, MVP Black.
Pro team Blaze.
Favorite caster?
Dreadnought.
Dreadnought.
You could change any one thing about the game, what would it be?
Probably still the Garden Terror. It's still not good.
Remove Garden of Terror.
What's your guiltiest pleasure?
Probably watching chick flicks when I'm skipping class. When
There
I
you
know
go.
I'm gonna skip class.
Play too many video games.
What's your favorite video game besides Heroes?
Fire Emblem.
Probably Kingdom Hearts.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
People talk too much.
People chewing really loud.
Who is the saltiest?
Dan.
Saltiest? Probably me.